Hello everyone, we are Robin and Graham. In this video, we venture deep into the Thai jungle located just outside the city of Chiang Mai.
Join us on our 2-day, 1-night adventure with PM Tours as we explore a new environment, stop at beautiful waterfalls, make some new friends, and stay overnight with a local Thai family.
Come along!
So the plan right now is that they are picking us up straight from our accommodation. It kind of worked out really nicely because Graham and I were checking out of this place anyways. It was going to be our last day here in Chiang Mai. So they're kind enough to store all of our extra bags. We've bought a lot of things here. So all of that is being stored at their office so that we can just take our 2 overnight bags on the trek. It is currently 7:30. They said they would pick us up anywhere between 7:30 and 8. So we are all ready to go. Okay, so we've just made our first stop at a local market. We have 20 minutes here to use the bathroom, get some coffee, buy anything we may have missed. So I think Graham and I are in desperate need of another coffee. All right, we are fueled and ready to go. We're hopping back in the truck, and then I think we only have about half an hour until we make it to the jungle, so we'll see you there.
Okay, so we've gotten off the truck, we've got some water, did a quick bathroom stop, and I think we're about to start our hike. From what we know, it's about 6 to 8 kilometers to lunch, and then 6 to 8 kilometers to the village where we spend the night. And then tomorrow it'll be another 6 to 8 kilometers, and then lunch, and then 6 to 8 kilometers, and then we head back to Chiang Mai. So I think it's gonna be a lot of walking, but I think it's gonna be an absolutely wonderful hike. We're gonna have some awesome views, going through the jungle, maybe see a little bit of wildlife. So I'm very excited for it.
Graham. Robin.
We got marked with our names so that they won't lose us, because apparently it is high season right now, so there's a ton of tourists, they said. This is how you spell Robin in Thai.
Okay, so I actually have no idea how long we've been hiking for, but we've been going for a little while, and we've come to our first waterfall. So I think it's time to cool off and enjoy the nice nature and waterfall for a little bit. The hike's honestly been pretty good. Definitely warm, sweating a lot, but it's been up and down, and it's been very enjoyable.
We've kind of been following at the very back.
Yeah.
We have 3 guides because there's so many people. So we have our main guide, Chai, and then his 2 uncles. So we're hanging out with one of the uncles at the back, and it's just been really nice. He doesn't care if we stop and take some videos, some pictures, so it's been good. He's been very fun.
His name is Suki, I believe, from what I got.
All right, that was a super cold but refreshing quick dip. We put on all of our stuff again, and then I think I heard the guide say we only have about a 30 more minute walk-ish until lunch, so yay, because I am super hungry. We've definitely been doing a lot of up and down, and our group is like greatly far apart, and Graham and I are kind of near the back. We just take a little bit longer when we have the camera because there's so many pretty things to look at. I don't want to just look at the ground the whole time. But I see buildings up there. I don't want to assume we're almost at the village where we're having lunch, but I'm hoping we're almost at the village when we're having lunch. But overall, this has been just so fun so far. I forgot how much I love hiking, especially when I don't have my big 65-liter bag. I just have a little day backpack, so it's really good so far.
Okay, looks like we've made it to our lunch spot. This might be the most picturesque lunch we've ever had.
They've been cutting up some watermelon and some pineapple, which I am so excited about.
There's also some like green banana leaf triangles with some spoons.
Oh,
So I'm thinking that's lunch. Not sure what's gonna be in it, but I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. Oh. Looks delicious. Okay, looks like we got some like fried rice with a little egg on top. Let me give it a try. It's absolutely delicious. Our guides were calling it jungle style. Okay, so we've done lunch, we've had our snack, and we took a little relaxation time. I took a little nap. It was awesome. It's just like a little bed on the rocks. But now I think it's time to get back to hiking. I think we have another about 6 to 8 kilometers until we stop for the night. Back to it.
So he just said that that was a huge termite hill.
The Cobra home.
Cobra home.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, since that waterfall, we've literally just been going up. I see why they take a little break at the waterfall to make you feel good and then get you when you walk up this hill. Whew. It's a good workout. It's a good workout.
Okay, we reached a point in our hike where we had a choice to do either the long way, which was more flat, less uphill, and it takes an hour to get to the village, or the short way, which is 20 minutes, but it's uphill. Group voted, and we're going the long way.
Roman and I wanted to the short way.
We were the only two, because it's like 20 minutes.
I think we were the only two.
But anyways, an hour until the village. The views on this hike have just like been absolutely incredible. We have definitely left the majority of civilization and there's just a few like huts around that we pass, but really it's just us and nature. And it's such a nice change from the big city of Chiang Mai that we've been at for the past week. So we're just trying to soak it all in.
That is where we started.
This is from the tiger balm tree. I think it's all this stuff on the inside. It smells good.
Does it smell like tiger balm?
Well, it's a less potent version.
It smells so good. Okay, our guide just said 2 more minutes of uphill.
I got a second
little bit.
wind.
We took a little
I'm
second.
feeling energized.
Have some water. We're feeling good. Almost there. Woo.
We have made it to the main road, and I think we just walk on the main road for the rest of the way to the village.
I actually don't know.
I actually don't know, but
Might be downhill
the
now.
hard part is done. I think our guide is kidding,
I hope he's
but
kidding.
he told me that it's 1 hour to the village, but I can see the
can
village
see it.
down
It's right there.
Unless this path, this road goes like far out and far back, but it's
I think
still
it's
all
all
smiles.
And it's all downhill from here, so.
We officially made it to the village. He lied, it wasn't an hour, it was like maybe 10 minutes, which I'm so thankful for. This is definitely like the most remote Graham and I have ever, or have been on this trip for sure. It's just like dirt roads. I'm really curious to see where we're staying, so let's go check it out.
got the honeymoon suite. Okay, so we originally were just grabbing a bed with everybody else, but there's a private suite, and I think we're the only couple on the trip right now. So everyone offered or allowed us to take it, so very kind of them.
This accommodation is so cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely more roughing it than Graham and I usually do, but it's all part of the experience. Honestly, you're not gonna hike in the middle of the Thai jungle and then go stay at like a 4 or 5 star place. Like this is exactly what we expected and exactly what we prepare for. I even went and got myself some hiking pants in Chiang Mai because I was kind of freaking out that I didn't have floor length pants on this trip and I didn't know how the bug situation was gonna be.
Lots of spiders.
There is so many spiders. They pointed it out like all on the hike, and this is definitely a very open concept building. Like nothing's actually built to the roof. There's no like closed walls.
No.
Same with the bathroom. So I just took probably the quickest and coldest shower of my life when I was at least surrounded by 8 spiders. I was just trying. I was like, I was in the mindset of if I don't bother them, they're not going to bother me because I'm very afraid of spiders.
Yeah. Anyway, so the hike today was really fun. I think it was definitely physically challenging, but I think we both had a lot of fun and we met some really awesome people that I think we're gonna become good friends tonight. So
yeah, it's nice because we haven't actually moved our body like this for a long time, like really pushed ourselves to do something a little bit more physical, like especially in Thailand we've been doing a lot of like walking in cities, walking in towns, stuff like that. We've done a couple hikes to Buddhas and stuff, but we haven't done something this long for like our whole trip. So it just feels awesome to move our bodies like this again. Yeah.
So I think we'll probably shoot a little bit of clips tonight, kind of around supper, and I think we'll probably play some cards or something tonight.
But for the most part, we'll just see you tomorrow morning because we just want to soak up this experience with our fellow travelers as well as the locals that are here. So we'll see what we shoot.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Last night was so much fun. Our guides here, and there was a couple other people that joined. I think there were guides from like different groups and stuff. Are just so fun to be around. They definitely kept the mood light. They kept everyone laughing. We had a big bonfire. It was just really nice and chill, and it was fun to chat with other people and learn about their lives. So it was really cool. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and honestly had a decent sleep. I wouldn't say it was like the best sleep of my life, but I think I got probably a few hours of really good sleep. So
I honestly slept better than I thought I was going to. I thought like because I'm so afraid of like spiders and all the bugs, and we're kind of just like living in their environment right now, that it was gonna affect my sleep, but I didn't actually think of them at all. You know, and when I went to the bathroom, I just didn't look at the walls beside me.
And this morning's been unbelievably peaceful. We've just sat, enjoyed a bit of a sunrise. It's a bit cloudy today, so it wasn't the most spectacular, but it's still,
we didn't actually see the
beautiful.
Sun. It just kind of got like lighter.
But sitting by the fire again, having some coffee, and just enjoying other people's company. So I think the plan for today is to have some breakfast here in a little while, chill out, maybe another cup of coffee, and then get hiking around 10, I think is what the guide said yesterday.
Yeah, it's way later than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, seriously. But then he said it's also all downhill, and it's a little bit longer, but it's all downhill. So
is what he said, but then he laughed. So like,
we'll see.
He makes jokes all the time, but then I can't tell when he's actually telling me the truth. So. But all we know is that it's a different way back.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a good day, and take you along. Okay, after a delicious breakfast and a nice chill relaxing morning at this beautiful lookout, I think we are ready to start our hike back down.
I'm very curious to see how long it takes us. Got to get a little bit of a stretch in before this one. Feeling a little bit more sore.
All right, day 2 starts now. Okay, we've only been walking for about 10, maybe 15 minutes, and we've come to our first stop already at a waterfall here. Some people are swimming. Rob and I are choosing not to because we don't want to hike wet. But I think if there's another waterfall along the way, we'll probably hop in there.
It's an elephant. True elephant. Hi, buddy.
How you doing?
That was so unexpected and so cool. They're really cute, but we can't stay long because obviously we're hiking, so we had to leave. That is a trap that the Tibet people have made for like mice and other rodents and stuff. Kind of cool. So we've made it to the top of a mountain where a traditional Tibet village is, and he's showing us around like where they store their rice, the traps that you saw before, some different houses and stuff. It's really cool. The locals don't seem to be bothered that we are walking through as well. We are respecting like their properties and personal space, but it's kind of cool to see them just kind of living a day-to-day life here in the mountains. Wow, this is probably the most authentic experience that we've gotten on our whole trip to Thailand so far.
Yeah, absolutely. This has just been so cool. Walking through that little village was just like so cool to see like how they live their daily life, where they get their food, where they
saw some cute kiddos.
Yeah,
they're
like
cute.
Just everything that they do on a like day-to-day basis, that and like comparing it to how we live our lives is just so cool. So
also this setting, like they're nestled right on top and kind of dispersed down this mountain. It's just
unbelievable.
And the locals all seem super friendly, which always makes the experience that much better.
Yeah, you never want to feel like you're like invading anyone's space or anything like that, and like they welcomed us in with open arms and smiling and wanting to show us around, so yeah. Just so cool. One of the lanterns from the Lanterns Festival, I don't know if it was all the way from Chiang Mai, it might have been from somewhere else, but made it here. They said the Lantern Festival creates a lot of garbage because when they eventually come down, usually it's in a place that's not super well populated, and then it's just left there, unfortunately. Sad.
Okay, so we have made it to our second waterfall of the day. I don't know if I'm going to swim. I love swimming, don't get me wrong, but I hate hiking when I'm like soaking wet.
Yeah.
So it's like a toss-up of if you go swimming, then you have to hike wet. And then last time my feet got so sandy. So I might just go rinse my face and rinse my body to
just
cool down.
Off, yeah.
And then just sit and enjoy the awesome scenery we have. We have literally just, that last little bit, it didn't even feel like it was a path. It was like,
just like walking through a forest.
I like that today has been so different than yesterday already. It's been a good balance. Okay, we are at the last waterfall of our trek here.
Probably the most beautiful too.
Probably. It's like a shelf kind of that the water is then going over, so there's this nice cave on the inside.
It's very cool.
It is very cool, and it's very powerful and very loud if you can't hear in the background.
Yeah, and the hike's still going well. I think everyone's feeling good after lunch. We've been hiking for about half hour since then, and
yeah,
it's been
we grabbed we grabbed 2 Coca-Colas here to help kind of fuel us the rest of the way.
Yeah.
I did walk into a giant spider web and I almost stepped on a snake, so it's been a little bit more exciting today in terms of the bugs and the snakes than it was yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'm still doing okay.
Robin's been very brave, so I'm very proud of her. We can see the end. I think we've officially made it. Approximately 16 kilometers over the last 2 days. Very proud of us. We've done a very good job.
Okay, they gave us some water. I think we have maybe just over an hour drive back to Chiang Mai, but I mean, it's gonna be the same drive that we took on the way here, so we will see you when we get there.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, this is officially the end of our jungle trekking tour.
Yeah, we had such an incredible time. Definitely want to give a big shout out to PM Tours for getting this whole thing organized for us. Also want to give a little shout out to Mae Wang and Family Trekking. They were our guides for the 2-day trekking in the jungle here.
Yeah.
And they were also just so wonderful to walk with and get to know
Yeah.
and have this incredible experience with.
They just had such good energy. They had such high spirits. Like, they were never frustrated. Like, everyone could kind of take the trek at their own pace. Everything was super clear. It was just really fun to be around them. So thank you, Chai. Thank you, Som. Thank you, Suki. It was just a wonderful time.
Yes, you guys literally made the trip so wonderful, so thank you. We had such a cool time. I think the trekking through the jungle was like a cool experience in itself, but also the village that we stayed in was so authentic and like nothing was sugar coated, so we were sleeping with spiders under a mosquito net in an open air accommodation. So like, I just think that Robin and I got a very fulfilling experience out of this. So.
Yeah, and I really like how they organized it too. Like, I wasn't sure if it was going to be like an out and back hike where we did the same hike just on the way back, but we kind of hiked right through the jungle on the way there, and it was a lot of uphill. It was definitely hard, but the hike on the way back was way easier. It was mainly downhill, some flat parts, and we were hiking in the valley, which means we actually got to appreciate the views that we couldn't really see from hiking right in the trees and everything on the way there.
Yeah.
So it was a really nice balance, and I feel like we saw a lot of that area.
Yeah, and also to kind of go with that is that our days were really nicely spread out, so we didn't ever hike for 3-4 hours on end. We would always take, hike for an hour, take a break at a waterfall, hike for 2 hours, have some lunch. So everything was really nicely organized and definitely suited our little bit more of a beginner style hike. So
yeah, and don't be worried if you don't have like hiking specific stuff with you. Like, we didn't. I was very nervous about the bug situations. I am not a fan of spiders. I wasn't sure how I was going to fare with the clothes that I had, so I did actually go out and buy some hiking pants. I just needed floor-length ones, or I felt like I needed floor-length ones to just cover everything. But just know, like, you don't need fancy equipment. I hiked in my runners, and I felt like that was good enough for me. So, and don't be scared about the bug situation, because spiders are like my worst fear, and I feel like I did really well.
She did very well. I'm very proud of you.
Don't let that take away from you. It was so cool, and like, we highly recommend.
Yes, so if you are coming to Chiang Mai and want an experience that maybe isn't your typical elephant sanctuary or zip lining or anything like that, definitely check out the 2-day, 1-night trekking with PM Tours. And if you're lucky enough to get either Chai, Sam, or Suki as your guide, then
you're in good hands.
You're absolutely in good hands.
But we will make sure to link all of their information down in the description box below, so it's really easy for you to access. They have tons of different stuff that you can choose from, but I really liked ours.
So that is where we're going to leave this video. We hope you enjoyed our jungle trek, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Hey. Aw.
What?
You're not dancing anymore? What?
Were you filming?
No. Why would I be holding it sideways if I was filming? New record, 8 leaves.
Oh my gosh. How are you, honey?
Good.
You also were on your back snoring. I got so mad.
Yeah, I know. Hey, get off your back, you're snoring.
So they had to, yeah, they had to
yell at me?
Yeah.